Hey guys, today we have something exciting to share with you. It's unbelievable savings. Watch how I was able to help a client reduce her monthly expenses and debt payment by $301,014.36. Let's get into the details, people. This is not normal. So I go through my regular process of asking the questions about grocery, transportation costs, all of the things that would be on a normal budget. And I start with the needs. Then I ask questions about what expenses are there for wants. Then I go into what are the savings goal, what loans, credit card, or so on are there, right? So I've already populated the information in the Excel spreadsheet. Of course, I've changed the name to protect the innocent. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so that you'll be able to see what that looks like. Okay, people? So here we go. All right, so you're supposed to be able to see this now. All right, so with this client, the gross income is over $1 million. The take-home income, so we're not even spending any time on that. The take-home income is $760,336. And let me repeat that. The take-home income, which is the income after tax, is $760,326.32. All right. So we always ask the client about the gross income, and then because we have gotten a pay slip, because you don't have a lot of things, like some people, they have a lot of salary deductions and so on the pay slip. Her thing is just income tax, education tax, and the regular normal statutory deductions. So I went straight to just pull over now the net pay, which is the 760,000, which is here, and continued from there. All right, so we're on the same page. Now, going down, there's expenses, grocery, 45,000, utilities, 43,000, transportation costs, 35,000, right? There is no housing costs because she owns her home, all right? So there's no rent and there's no housing, there's no mortgage. All right. So in the want section now, here I would have asked her, what things do you spend on that is considered a want? And she'd say lunch. I'm gonna say, okay, how much is the lunch per day? Or often you do it? And then I would get a calculation of lunch coming up to 48,000 for the month. I do the same thing for what she has as dinner. This is takeout, right? So it's different from grocery. This dinner is takeout, right? She go out and buy food, KFC or whatever the case might be, right? Although it's not KFC for $4,000, but you understand what I'm saying. And then her total for dinner for the month would be 96,000. Then there's gym expense of the month, 23,000. Then there's tennis expense for the month, 32,000. All right, for the savings category now, there is insurance, which be 67,000, and then there is car insurance. So what I do is that I normally ask them for the yearly figure for car insurance and and things like that. And then I divide it by 12. So that is why you see 170,000, you see car insurance, and you see 170,000 per year. Well, R is missing from that, but yeah, per year. And then in the column where the figures are, you see 14,166.67. All right, so that is the amount, because I tell my clients, save up to the insurance, right? So if you have an annual premium, just divide by 12, get the monthly figure, plug that into your budget. So that is what we have done for her. All right. So we're moving down. Here now, here is the debt management side. Here are the loans and the credit card. All right, so car loan, per month, she pays $145,000 for that car loan, and the principal or the balance that's left on the car loan is $9,655,211.56. For the credit card, she's paying $250,000 per month, and the balance on the credit card is $3,799,826.34. Now, people, this is a lot for a credit card, right? And last but not least, a personal loan. No, I don't necessarily need to go into the details of what the personal loan is, so I didn't ask, right? It's not necessary. All right, so she's paying $60,000 per month for the personal loan, and $1,712,103.13. That's the balance on this personal loan. So with all of that information, we realize that when we subtract all our expenses and monthly payment to debt, she is overdrawn. Mean the budget overrun, she's in minus. She's spending more than she earns. So much different way I put it? Okay. And her gross income is, let me go up back and show you, gross income is $1,010,039, right? So some people think that it's only persons who are earning a low income have problems with money management. This is not accurate. It has been my experience working with persons who have earnings of 500,000 and over per month, that if they have any struggle with debt management, it usually centers mostly around credit cards. So this is a pattern that I see with persons earning 500,000 or more. They normally tend to have credit card problems if they have a debt management problem, right? But not everybody does, right? Not everybody who earns 500,000 to $1 million have a debt management problem. So how do you know you have a debt management problem? All right, there is something that we do, a calculation that is called a debt to income ratio. What that does, it measures how well you're doing with your loans that you have. So the total loans that this individual has, it comes up to $455,000 per month. So I'm going to show you in this calculation here, right? Gonna make it very big for you to see. Here we are. So gross income is what we use, and the monthly total monthly debt. So total monthly debt divided by the gross income. times 100, and you get what is known as the debt to income ratio. Now, over this side, I have something that explains what it is. So if you have a debt to income ratio of 0 to 35%, that is good. Once you go over this 35%, you are now treading into, it is not bad. It is not really an emergency, but anything that changes in your budget, once you have passed that 35%, will cause you to need money for emergency. All right? So anything over 35%, that means it's best to get help. It's almost like you have you have weight to lose and you step on the scale. And in this case, you have not put on a lot of weight. You just need to lose like probably a 5 pounds, right? So in this case, she would need to lose like about 10 pounds. So you're going to take a little more effort. So once you are close to the 35%, what that means is that you have less work to do. Once you are close to 50%, it is bad. So in her case, she's 5% away from 50%, right? So she's treading closer to being bad. All right. The other thing I need to point out before I quickly go into the calculation and show you how our recommendations helped to reduce our expenses and freed up so much money is that here, there is no savings. Now, I keep saying to persons online that many a times I have spoken to persons earning 500,000 to $1 million per month, and there is no savings. There's a pattern of persons who have no savings, who earn in that income bracket, that usually what happens is that they tend to rely too much on credit cards, especially. Sometimes they rely on loans, but not so much. But they rely on credit cards too much. And because of that, their debt to income ratio increases from that 0 to 35%. And then here is where trouble starts to seep in. All right. So this is a concern. No savings, that's a concern. Right? Concern. Red. No savings. That's a big concern. All right. Probably should put it in a different color. Doesn't match so well with that. All right. No savings. All right. Good. All right. So let's move right along. So now that we realize that she has no savings and she is overrun by $97,840.35. What's next? All right, people. So in this case, my recommendation to the client was, so I'm using Mary Jane as the name to substitute the real name, right? This is just a demonstration as to what it is I do when I talk to the clients and try to assess their situation. So my assessment is for, are they meeting the needs? The needs, grocery, utilities, transportation, housing. Then what is happening in the wants? What are you spending on wants? And then what does the loans and credit cards look like? All right. In this case, my recommendation for this client was to consolidate. Consolidate, why? Consolidation first reduces the monthly payment to the debt. So here she has 455,000 going to debt per month. 155,000 people, right? And this is out of her after-tax income of $760,326.32. So that's a lot, right? It's almost 50%. No, it's over 50%. Well, that is over 50% of our net income. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, I confuse myself. Yeah, it's almost 50% because 455,000. I'm thinking about the savings in my head. All right, people. So what is the next step? So I got to the next sheet. So I use one sheet as assessment. I don't trouble that sheet. So I know where I started from, right? Assessment sheet. Then month one sheet is for me to do some calculations. Calculations, people. So the calculation is to put over these figures into a calculation so that I can see if she got a debt consolidation, how much per month she would be paying. So use 17% because it's unsecured loan, 5 years, number of payments 12. I just go and put in December as a month as we don't reach there yet. Right, for it to do the calculation. Now it says, let me make this a little bigger and go to J5 so you can see the figure, right? All right. So the monthly payment that she would be making if she did the debt consolidation is $136,985.64. Let me reduce this, right? And we are going to go back here now. So going back to the spreadsheet. See, I put the figure here and I put debt consolidation. Debt consolidation. So I remove the two figures that were here, right? So here we go. What is the current payment to debt? The current payment to debt is, let me go back to the assessment. Current payment to debt for the two consolidated, the credit card and the personal loan is what we are using, right? That's 310. Now, I so explained to you why I did not use all of the loans. All right. So the 310 for the credit card and the personal loan, and then the debt consolidation would come up to $136,985.34. Following? All right. So the savings for that is $173,014.36. That is just by doing the debt consolidation, right? All right. I know some of you might be saying, why do the debt consolidation? Okay, I soon get to that. Okay. So that is part of our figure. The other part of our figure is coming right up, which is when I was talking to the clients, I said, dinner for 96,000 here, 96,000. And then there is gym for 23 and tennis for 32. So I said, okay, between the gym and the tennis, which one of them have to go, right? Because them basically have a similar function, which is to get you fit. So we agreed on making the tennis go, right? All right. So with that now, people, by reducing the expense for cutting out dinner expense and tennis expense for the month, that is $128,000. See here? $128,000 in monthly expenses. And here's the grand total we spoke to you about, the $301,014.36. Now, my rationale for asking her to do a debt consolidation is that now she's freed up. Her cash flow has increased by this, right? Now she's no longer overrun. See there? The balance would now be 203,174.01. So having this type of savings now, after she made the adjustment, what is going to happen is that my recommendation for her was to use back this money now and aggressively pay down the debt consolidation, right? And that can be easily done because now the money is free. She's no longer in overrun. So put in the chat if you are surprised about this process, because seeing is believing. Some of you might have asked why I did not include all the three. Let me show you why I didn't include all the three. When you include all three, because a debt consolidation is you consolidating multiple debts, right? Some institution do all the debts. Now, sometimes you do all the debts and you don't free up enough money. You don't free up a good amount of money. And the intention for this session was to free up as much money as possible from the debt payment, so she's paying less to her debt monthly payment, so that more money frees up in her budget so that she can use that excess money now and pay off the loans quickly. See, she's not taking any extra money from anywhere else. She don't need to earn any, do a side income or any other income to be able to aggressively pay down the debt consolidation and even the other loan when she's ready, right? All right, so let me show you the disadvantage of adding all three. This 9 million was not added in there, 9.6 million. So if we added the 9.6 million, what would happen is her monthly payment. Wow. You see this? Her monthly payment to debt would have gone up to 376,000. Let me go to here where you can visualize what is really happening. All right. So we're going to include Hold on. I'm gonna include this to show you. All right. So this plus this. All right. So on the what if I did everything, people, if I did all three loan, if I did the car loan, let me show you everything properly. The car loan and the credit card and the personal loan, if I did all of those as a part of the debt consolidation. You see here, so? Well, if I did that as a part of the debt consolidation, what would happen is that she would free up less money. See? So instead of 136,000 something dollars, if I did everything, she would only free up 78,000 something dollars. Right? So that is why I didn't do that. Because the intention is, where can I find the most money in the budget for her so that she can use that money now and turn around and pay off the debt with it. And she don't need dollar from anywhere else to be able to accomplish it. All right, so I'm going to take off that figure, the 9 million off it. Bye-bye. I see. With payments drop back to where we want it to be. And this change as well, we take off back that payment. So let's do a rundown. So how are we able to get this savings, this 300? Yes, I see I make it big and bold. 301,000 $14.36. That was as a result of debt consolidation that freed up $173,014.36, plus reducing expenses in our budget that total $128,000, which gave us a grand total of 300, put it all in a purple, 300 and want it to be bright. Yes. $301,014.36, people. So this is what happens when I get your figures and I'm able to plug it into an Excel spreadsheet, because a lot of persons keep saying to me, I don't see how you're going to solve my problem. I don't see how. This is how I do the maths. Sometimes people will say, I don't know if you can solve my problem. I don't know either until I see the numbers, until I plug them into the spreadsheet. Then I will not know. So as promised earlier, this is how your coach, Tagene Brown McBean, was able to recommend steps for a client to be able to reduce her monthly debt. Monthly debt was reduced by $128,000. That monthly debt was dinner and tennis. Dinner for $96,000 per month and tennis for $32,000 per month. Plus consolidation, which freed up $173,014.36 per month, 36 cents per month, giving the grand total of this $301,014.36. Now comment below what you thought about this presentation, right? Comment, coach. Comment, coach, if you think that this is a very systematic way to be able to show you how to do your thing. All right, something changed in this. Let me go back and adjust it. But this is supposed to say gross income. Yeah, so comment. Because a lot of persons keep saying that their situation is impossible and they don't see. Yeah, you can't see. And I can't see either. The only way I can see if I can help you is if I can plug the figures into the Excel spreadsheet. That is how I know if I can help you. Because it's maths people, is not guessing. I don't guess and spell with people money. I do the calculation. And when I do the calculations tell me what options you have available, right? What is still possible for you? What am I doing? Yeah, what is still possible for you? I wanted to show the decimal point of it, but I'm not seeing the function right now, so I'm getting a little distracted. So stop sharing. Hold on one second. Okay, guys. So yeah, so let's just do a quick rundown of what really happened. So here I have it here, which I've done the breakdown. So the overview is that the CEO has a gross income of over $1 million, facing significant personal financial challenges. I realized that you weren't seeing that. So I'm gonna, yeah. So this is the case study for what we just did, right? So you saw where I was able to show how we got to the figure, right? So this is the overview. A CEO, gross income, over $1 million, right? Had substantial debt, leading to budget overruns, right? The gross monthly income, the net income, then the total monthly debt, 455,000. What was our debt to income ratio, which is 45.05%, which a good ratio is 35% and less, right? And total loans, 11.3 million. Total balance for the credit card, you can call that 3.8 million. No savings, budget overrun of $97,840.35, right? So the problem, people, high debt to income ratio, right? Next problem, too much being paid each month to debt, $455,000 being paid to debt. Next, budget overrun. We need to fix that. Lack of savings. So any emergency is another problem again. So multiple problems that basically feed off each other. So that would mean if this problem was not addressed in the session with us, then it would potentially get worse if nothing was being done, right? Nothing was being done to address it. So here was the recommendations. So eliminate unnecessary expenses, which was the dining out for dinner, 96,000 per month. Tennis, 32,000 per month. That is a total of 128,000 per month in monthly expenses. But the thing about it is that and also when you don't have a budget and you don't plug in the figures, you will not see it. Because until doing the session, she was not fully aware that all of these things collectively were causing the problem. And that is why I tell all my clients, you have to have a budget. It is not to restrict you, it is to show you where your money is going. All right. So going back up. So implemented a debt consolidation, right? So the debt consolidation recommendation was for the credit card balance and the personal loan balance, which together came up to the 5.5 million over 5 years, and the payment would be 136,985.64, right? So the strategy would basically allow her to free up a lot of money. Yes, $301,014.36 per month, right? So, third recommendation, to use some of the money that is freed up and aggressively pay down the loans, the debt consolidation that was created, and to create a savings plan, right? Conclusion, while the CEO income is substantial, the financial challenges highlighted in this case study demonstrated the importance of aligning expenses with income and actively managing debt. By implementing the recommendations provided, the CEO can move towards achieving financial stability. The proposed strategy can not only alleviate immediate cash flow issues, but also establish a framework for long-term financial health and success. Regular financial reviews and adjustments will be essential to maintaining this balance. So people, that's it. And this is me, Tagene Brown McBean, founder, former banker, turned money coach, sharing my strategies. All right, sharing my strategies of the things I do in my sessions to help my clients. All right, comment, and your comment will be coach. Comment will be coach. And if you thought this was a good strategy, your comment can also be savings. So coach or savings, let us know that you have been watching, that you have been understanding. Any questions you have, put them in the comments. Because as I said to you, we are here to have a conversation. And yes, we have gone ahead and show you the process that we go through to be able to help you to improve. So after doing the session, I always send step-by-step instructions to my clients. So they get it in like a bullet point format. And it says recommendation as at whatever date. Step 1, debt consolidation, XYZ figure. Step 2, this is what you do after the debt consolidation. Step 3, this is what you do, how much to save. Step 4, this is how much to use to help you pay down the debt quickly so that you feel in control, so that you can sleep. A lot of persons not sleeping well because of a lot of debt. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because what we're doing is not normal. 301,000 $14.36 recommendations to fix monthly expenses plus monthly debt, plus give you extra steps to pay off the debt consolidation quickly without you needing a dollar extra, without you needing a side income. Easy, clear, concise. That is what we provide at Money Coaching Services. Easy, clear, concise. No guesswork, no spelling. I tell people, I do the maths. I work with maths. I don't work with assumptions. I'm not guessing with your money, and neither should you. And if you want us to create a budget plan for you, then we can also do that. All right? So people, tell me in the comments if you've ever seen or gotten any enlightenment. Did you know that you could use a Excel spreadsheet, even calculate alone? Yeah. These are the things we are doing at Money Coaching Services for our clients. We are serious about helping you. We are serious about supporting you for you to go to the next level of your finances. We don't want you to get stuck at debt, because we want that money to free up, pay off, you have emergency fund, and we move on to the important part of money management, which is wealth creation. $455,000 per month going to debt for this client. That must be stressful. So put in the comments, coach, if you approved this message. Put in the comments savings if you thought you should have some savings. Okay, guys, this is Tagene Brown McBean from Money Coaching Services, showing you what we do, how we do it. So if you have time, watch another video if you have time. So I'm going to quickly skip over to YouTube and just check who I need to pick up. I missed that in the last video. I just didn't remember, folks. It just slipped me. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to check who I'm going to pick up today, who has been commenting on the videos. Yeah, so just hold on a sec while I do a big up or two. Big up. All right, I see here on our psychology of money. Psychology of money. All right, so I paused the video so you don't hear that, or you might have heard a little piece of it. So here we are. Let me see if you can see that. I can show you what it is. I can show you where I'm at. Screen share. So I'm at YouTube. Oh, I'm at YouTube. Something move out of the way. Move out of the way. All right, so here we at Bean Sanjay 2304, and she says agreed. She agreed with what we were saying in the psychology of money, understanding your money, right? And Anisha Bridgen 8608, very important tips, Tagene McBean. I've learned I've learned a lot in regards to money and mindset. And Sanjay, being Sanjay 2304 again says she's shifting. Yeah, in the video, I said, guys, that we are shifting and lifting, moving to another level as it relates to our money mindset. So I asked some persons to comment shifting, and she did. All right, guys. So that's a wrap for today. As I promised, 301,014.36 was what our recommendation helped clients. Help the clients. That's the recommendation we gave to the clients. Right? What recommendation will we give you? So this is Tagene from Money Coaching Services. Our number is 876-499-6701. Or visit our website. Yes, visit our website at moneycoachingservices.com. Moneycoachingservices.com. Yep. So, money coaching services, people. Yep. Here we are, moneycoachingservices.com, where we help you with budgeting. We do debt coaching. So we help individuals. And here we have online where we're showing people that unbelievable savings or reduce this money, the 301,000, and the persons get to read the case study. All right, so you can go on and check out the details of the website for yourself. But that's it for me today. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Ta-ta. Have a great day.